But I want to definitely talk about the Discovering Downie podcast and talk
Yeah.
about how that project came together and what that really brought to your life working on that project.
Yeah. Thank you for asking that question because we had mentioned when we were talking earlier, like this group of guys, JD, Craig, Justin, like we've known for we just talked about it because the memory came up on Facebook that it was a year ago we announced that it was going to happen, and this was within the last couple of weeks or something. And so like we've only known each other for a year. Now granted, I feel like I've known JD since he started fully and completely, and so you get to know someone by listening to them and listening to their thoughts, and so of course I became a huge fan of JD and Pick Up Your Shit, and so there's that. And in the getting hip to the hip and fully completely, and he just, as JD does, it's about community for him, right? He just put a post out and said, "Hey, I'm looking for diehard hip fans that don't know much about Gord Downie solo work." And I was like, well, that's me because I love the hip, and you know, I fortunate enough to see them quite a few times. Got to meet Gord. I got to meet Robbie, have these stories with them, have these connections. Like you can appreciate it. You're an American that fell in love with this incredible band, and to this day, I mention the Tragically Hip to people, and they look at me like, "Are you talking about a Monty Python skit or like
Yep.
Tragically Hip? What is that?" And I just my brain can't quite rationalize what's going on. So I saw JD's post, and remember that statement, the chances of getting what you want greatly increase when you ask.
Yep.
I sent him a note. I said, "Hey, love your podcast. Big hip fan. I'm from LA. I honestly don't know, which is this is the crazy part, Sarah. They talk about the Gord Downie solo work on the podcast that I listened to twice, all the way through.
Well, right over your
Just
head. Because it wasn't time for you to receive it. That's what it was. It
that
wasn't time
that
for you to receive the
that has
information.
to be it. Like